2019. Very excited for a new year, new possibilities. And the point of today's show, the whole topic, is how you can enjoy prosperity in this year and beyond. Because we do get a lot excited about new ideas, whether it's health, wealth, or leisure. We get excited about new ideas. But yet, weeks later, 3 weeks later, January will not even be up, and everybody has quit their goal, the mental goal, the new thing, the new me that I wanted to emerge in the new year. And this happens all year round. Are you one of those people? You wanted to get excited. Maybe it was to get in shape. Maybe it was to get ahead of debt. Maybe it was time to forge new relationships. You get excited. Someone comes into the life. You know, when we have all these holidays, they bring up, hi, Shah. All these holidays trip up traditional emotions in us. They also show us what we don't have, what we think that we should have. Maybe it was, New Year's Eve that just passed. We think we have to be with someone. All these traditions are good. It should be with friends, family, and get-togethers to celebrate. But these holidays for many, many people are a reflection, a signpost of what they feel that they don't have. So they vow for something different in the new year. This new excitement. Kim, that's a very good goal to have. Do not go, let the dead bury the dead. But why do we set forth with something new? And then just weeks later, it's gone. Before we even followed through with it, before we even decided we could taste that experience, we gave up, we quit. Because what we're talking about today is prosperity. And it's not something that you get. Abundance is not something that you're going to receive on the outside. We always feel that maybe we're going to, if I get this, I'll be a little happier. I'll lose a little bit of weight. I'll feel better about myself. If someone gives me this romantic attention, I'm worthy of something. And then when we don't have it, it's gone. And what I want to explore today is just that. And I do want to hear this. Let the comment sections, wherever you're watching this, all around the world, what do you want? Let everybody know. Let's talk about prosperity, because I got to tell you, I saw so many people all over social media talking about how bad the year was. And then worse yet, you see people making fun of new opportunities. New year, new me, still the same thing, nothing special. I'm just being realistic. People that are being realistic, get as far away from them as possible. Those are the people that have completely given up on the magic of this universe. They won't even forge ahead with a new opportunity. They won't even make it the 3 weeks before they quit. They're not even going to make it 3 days, 3 minutes. And this is live. This podcast is shared live. So whether you're watching on the replay, I want everybody to put in what their goals are. And maybe you might not know what that is. You need to know where you're going. This is something to write down right now, even if you're watching this 6 months from now. You have to sit down with yourself and write out the experiences that you want for this 2020. Robert Heinlein said a very long time ago, in the absence of clearly defined goals, we become strangely loyal to performing daily trivia until we ultimately become enslaved by it. What's daily trivia? We're not thinking. We're not using our higher mental faculty of reasoning. We think we're thinking, but we're just performing the daily tasks. I have an appointment. What's for dinner? I don't know what's for dinner tonight. I got to go to the grocery store. I got to get what's for dinner tonight. Then after that, I have to put the kids to bed. It's just performing these daily trivia, these routines. We're not sitting down and thinking with ourselves. Sitting down, what do you really want for an experience? And if we're not even entertaining new ideas, we are enslaved by the daily trivia. That's why 2010 was reflecting just the same as 2020. We look back 5-10 years from now, we're like, nothing's changed. Sit down with yourself and not be concerned. Do not be concerned of how you can do it. That will come forth. That will come forth. That's right. Corey Rose is in the house. Keep putting your goals here. Let others know that others are stretching and reaching. But you have to know where you want to go. You have to have something that you're going to focus on. If it's just this mental thing that you're thinking about here and there, and you're actually not even writing it, it's this thing in your mind that's saying, well, I kind of want to lose some weight. I kind of, want to make a little more income. But what is it? The absence, as I just mentioned, in the absence of clearly defined goals. If you have vague goals, you're going to have vague results. If you're unsure about yourself, you're going to keep meeting people that are also unsure about themselves. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny when we keep saying, I keep finding the same jerk come in and out of my life that's unsure about themselves. Why do I keep meeting that? It's a reflection of you. If you're unsure about yourself and the experiences that you want in your life, that is what's going to surround you. You're going to bring forth people that are also unsure about themselves. And then we wonder why we keep meeting the same person. And in the absence of clearly defined goals, we're basing our past experiences as our identity, as the self-image that we have created, which is the ego, the shadow self, this false identity that we have attached to negative past beliefs that were handed down to our parents or the people that raised us, by past experiences, by traumatic events that we encountered in childhood, and worse yet, in adulthood. But there comes a point as well that we have to be adults, that we did encounter these wounds, that we did encounter something that has hurt us, that triggers us, that makes us go haywire. And we bring that to every experience. When we even do have the new opportunity, we're running from it. We're on a seek but do not find mission. We'll self-sabotage it. Why is that? Self-image. This is what we have to address first. Okay. Back in 1960, Maxwell Maltz wrote a great book called Psycho-Cybernetics. Cybernetics is a science of control and communication. It's in the animal and some machines. And it's all around you. You enjoy cybernetics like a thermostat, you know. It measures the deviation from a set goal. It'll send info to that coordinating mechanism that will correct the output and keep whatever it is moving towards the goal, such as your thermostat. You know, we want to keep it, you know, we want to keep it nice and toasty at, 65 maybe. Once it goes down to 60, that's where we put the limit. Once it drops there, automatically it's going to fire up the furnace and it's going to regulate the temperature back to 65. We don't have to constantly be looking for it and making sure it's there. It's just automatically going to do that. That's in also some airplanes. They're actually not even piloting the airplane. When you take an airplane flight, they have the flight log already set forth to the destination. And if it even starts deviating from that, it sets it back on course. Well, that's like our self-image. If we're in a poverty mindset, if this person, the victim, this person that, we have misidentified as the one that's the person to the past experiences, the things that have happened in the past, that's a cybernetic. We are never, ever going to rise above that self-image. They're not going to be the person that's going to go a little bit further when the fear creeps in. When we're met with resistance, we're going to quit. This is exactly why when we get a little bit excited, a lot of the goals of a new year is to get in shape. Want to eat a little bit cleaner, do some exercise. And when, in this case, when it's Wednesday, go to the gym. Yeah, well, it's Wednesday. I'll start this the beginning of the week. I'll do it Monday. I'll start at the beginning of the week. That's what it is. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Then Monday comes and you don't go. You go for a couple days. You went a little bit, then something on the outside environment really ramped you up, triggered that old wound, and set you back. Then you start the emotionally eating. You know what? I'm not this fit person. This isn't for me. Why bother? These are the things that people, has this happened to you? I encountered this many times when I've been first in personal development. It was as a personal trainer, one-on-one. I got into this because I didn't like myself. I didn't know who I was. In the past data I had on myself, I didn't like myself very much. I had to start studying me. And when I figured out what makes me tick, that's what makes everyone else tick. And I encountered that many, many times. Outside environment triggers us, and we're gone. We give it up. We think success or people that are reaching the goal is for someone else. It's not for me. This success business, this having a loving relationship with deep, intimate communication is for someone else. I'm too old. This getting in shape business is not for me. I'm comfortable where I am now. I'm always going to be broke. Why bother now? That's the ego, the false self-image. And this is what happens when we do not have those clearly defined goals. I went over this a couple weeks ago in the ego and the hero. We have goals that we pick that we know we can do. That don't really require much of us. And then we have B-type goals. Takes a little bit more effort. We're going to go that way. Yeah, we'll do that. C-type goals are stretch goals. They scare the hell out of us. We don't even know how we're going to do it. And it's so fearful and it's so terrifying, and we don't even know how we're going to do it. Those are the goals that you want. Those are the goals that you want to pick. It doesn't matter the results that you're enjoying right now. It doesn't matter where you are if you have nothing or no one. From nothing, something will emerge. Because you're on a brand new frequency. You're on a brand new thought pattern. Something that you're not used to. You start following through. Because you see, you are going to be met with resistance. You are going to, the self-image is going to fight you tooth and nail. You're going to talk yourself out of it. This is not for me. I can't do it. I'm too old. I'm too poor. You're standing in the shower and you're not even believing in yourself. Let me tell you right now, all of the children of God are special, and none of the children of God are special. All of us are loved equally. We are all expressions of the same power. We were all given the same creative gifts to co-create with. Abundance is not something that you're going to get. It is a state of mind. It's the state of mind that you're connected to everyone and everything, to all of nature. That you're looking at everyone now as not as your competitor, but your brother, your sister. That you're in the spirit of harmony. We were not taught these things. I firmly believe that, public schooling should be really revamped. They're not preparing us for adulthood. They're not preparing us how to have healthy, deep, intimate relationships, how to run a household, how to be an entrepreneur. We just spawned into these regular, everyday things that we have to conform. Get the job, get the girl, get the car, retire, and maybe live your dream. At that point, maybe you have 5-10 years left. We have to break free from the herd. We have to seek others. This is why I teach this. It has saved me. It has helped me. Everybody should feel the closeness and the grace of God, the divinity. Everyone should enjoy prosperity. These beautiful laws of the universe that we hear about. Law of attraction is one of the most popular ones. Of God's modus operandi. These laws are what brings the peace and harmony to nature that's all around us. But if we don't know what these laws are, we keep sinning against them. We keep breaking them. It's why we keep getting what we do not want. When you're in the harmony, when you're in alignment with the cause and effect, when you're in harmony with the good that you desire, the ruling state of your mind, the mood that you're chronically in all the time, it's going to clothe all around you. This happens every time. We don't notice it. When you get the new vehicle, when you get the new car, you just got the red Nissan Altima, whatever it is. And now all of a sudden you see it. You see everyone else that's driving it on the road. You're going to get everything that you're focusing on. When we're thinking of friends or relatives that we haven't talked in a very long time. Has this ever happened? You're thinking of them. And all of a sudden, they call you out of the blue. Wow, it's so great to hear from you. It's kind of funny. I was thinking about you. Well, I was thinking about you too. This is no accident. This is the energy, the oneness that we're all in. They felt that frequency, that level of vibration. Just like a phone, just like a radio, an AM FM transistor. It may sound quiet right now, but there's music playing in this room. I just turned on that AM FM transistor. I put it on 107.3. I can hear the music. I'm on the frequency of that radio tower. This is why it's very imperative. Write it down tonight. As you're watching this or during the replay, get a notebook out. Write down the experiences that you want. If you're without the detailed goals, it's going to be aimless. There'll be no direction. And guaranteed, everyone that was unhappy about last year and they're not writing anything down, it's going to be the end of 2020 and they're going to feel the same way. And the ego gets mad at itself with this false identity. We get mad at ourselves. I let another year go by. And nothing changed. It's about evolution. It's about growing. It's about moving forward, not sideways or worse yet, backwards. You were given such creative mental faculties, the same creative gifts as our Creator to co-create with. And even if the outside environment wants to throw you off course, we're programmed to fight the resistance. When we're met with some resistance, we're either fight or flight. We're out of there. Let our emotions get above our intelligence, and we're out of there. We give up. If you have something that you're emotionally charged about, you have this list that it's very personal to you. You're not going to let anything get in the way of that. And because you're moving towards it, despite the resistance, to make this abundantly clear, it's not fighting the resistance. We don't want to do that either. We're just bypassing it. I'm not going to take on more negative energy. We're just going to bypass it and keep going. Keep showing up to the gym. Keep showing up on time, showing up early to the work, to the endeavors, to the commitments that we have. In doing so, you start to begin to trust yourself, that you're actually trusting your intuition. Intuition is a mental faculty. The most magical things about you are the things that you cannot see with your naked eye. Think about that for a second. The most magnificent things about you are invisible to the naked eye. But this non-physical energy and the physical energy are the same thing. If you are to focus on it and not just hope for it, wish for it. When you write these goals, you write them as if you accomplish them a year from now. Not, I hope to switch careers. I hope to meet them, I'm hoping to meet the man of my dreams, or the woman of my dreams. If that's something that you're looking for, you put it in present tense. I met the woman of my dreams. And I have. When you are declaring that you already did it, you're at the end. Start acting like the person. You think you're going to act different once you get these outside goals. I'm going to be a little more dependable. Act with a little more integrity. I'll have a little more money. I'll dress better. You have everything that you need right now. Act like that person now. Declare on your goal list. Get the notebook. Write it down tonight. Don't go to bed without doing it. If you don't have anything set forth for 2020, this is what other people that we're on the sidelines, they're enjoying. They don't have anything different from you and I. You don't ever have to wish to be like anyone else. They just decided, despite any fear, despite any triggers from their wounds, anything emotional, they are not letting their emotions get above their intelligence. They have decided that this burning desire of their goal is much more important than anything else. And that's a hallmark of self-love. Showing up for yourself. Not for anyone else. Showing up for you. Following through. Honoring your commitments. This is not cheerleading, hooray, motivation. These are psychological ways of how to enjoy, be connected to the abundance, to the prosperity that's all around you. That's the law of supply. There is no end to whatever it is that we want. It's already here. We're not detached from anything. Everything is already here. It's the poverty mindset. The low self-image is the one that feels disconnected from it. These wounds that we have are not wounds on the body. It's wounds of the mind. And it's perception that needs to be healed. Perception is another higher mental faculty, that this divine intelligence, God, universe, Allah, what anybody wants to call it. You want to get all serious about it's only this, it's only that. It is nameless. This energy is not separate from you. It is everywhere. God will never do for you. They're not taking you. This person is not taking you from anything, moving you away. It won't do for you. It's not the bellboy. It's not the bellhop. This is what I want. You fetch it for me. It's this infinite intelligence, this divine intelligence that's omnipresent, that is in all places at all times. It won't do for you, only to and through you. The vibration that you're in. The vibration that you're in is the emotions that you're in, your feelings. This type of training, this type of journey to embark on is requiring you, it's requiring emotional mastery. That's why the people that we have revered all throughout our history, all of the ascended masters, like Jesus of Nazareth, He was one. He was not the only one. There are many. He became an emotional master. He never let the outside dictate how he was going to behave. He became one with all that is. So I was very confused when we hear the only way to my Father is through me. But he tried to tell everybody. He wasn't trying to teach a religious reform program to join. He was teaching to remove the blocks to love that we have put up. Said many times, let this same mind be in you. This divine intelligence that many want to refer to as God. It's the one mind that we're all connected to. When you have a beautiful idea, it just comes out of nowhere. This hunch, this idea, where do you think it's coming from? It's coming from the infinite intelligence, where all knowledge streams from. This is why you do not need to know how to do the stretch goal that you're going to put on your goal list for 2020. That's why you don't need to know. You just need to get emotionally charged about it. This is a burning desire that you're not going to let anything stand in the way of that. And if it is toxic people, events, workplace, friends, they're gone. If something is taking you further away from your goal, remove it from your life. The people that we're around, workplaces that we're involved with, should be encouraging us and pushing us towards the goal, towards it, encouraging. Leave any toxicity in 2019. Leave it behind you. And in doing so, when you have these clearly defined goals, you're trusting your intuition more. This raises the confidence that you can trust yourself, that you're not trying to keep repeatedly bang triangles and square shapes, that you're no longer entertaining anything in your life that doesn't support the vision that you have, the 2020 vision that you have. The self-image keeps rising to the point you won't even know who that person is. Has anyone on here gone through that? Is anyone watching now? They've done some things. You know, a lot of people do these things without even knowing what they're doing. They just believed in it. They saw it. Live at the end of it. Sit in a relaxed space. Not when we're stressed, not when we're tired. Every day, look at your list. Envision it. See yourself doing it. Become it. We have a lot of favorite actors and actresses. We'll watch favorite movies. You know, I love Patton. It's such a good movie. And he just became that person. He became Patton. When we have seen Scarface, Al Pacino, great actor. He lived it. He became it. He studied it. The people that we a door, they're already there in their mind. And when it comes time, they're behaving like that person. And that's the difference between people that are living their experiences that they want. They're living the good that they desire, is they made a commitment. They made a commitment to themselves. Because aren't you sick and tired of being sick and tired? And you may be saying right now, Dave, I got nothing, no one, no money, no nothing. I can't do anything. It doesn't matter the results that you are in right now. When you are in the spirit of harmony with this energy, when you feel one with your brothers and sisters, the same people on that same frequency are going to come forth. It's going to start to become funny. All of a sudden, people are going to just come out of nowhere supporting your vision. Why? They're on the same vibration. They're on the same frequency. Once you understand this creative process, these are the laws. These are the creation process. It's very easy. Now, all of a sudden, you can expect an abundance. You can expect it. Deny the old way of thinking. I'm not going to hold any expectations. If I have an expectation, I'm just going to get hurt and let down. So the best way to do that is just have no expectations of myself. Ignore the poverty thinking of old. Because expectation is going to dictate the ruling state will be. It is the governor, and it will correspond and attract. An expectation can be a blessing or a curse. And either way, it is a powerful, unseen force in your life. You will get whatever your cursings or your blessings are. Each and every time. Many people are, well, I'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it. And that's just a gross reverse way of thinking. Because again, the non-physical and the physical are the same thing. You and I and everything that you look at around the room that you're in right now are all expressions of the same great power. It is actually the reverse. When I believe it, I will see it. If you do have your notebook now, when you rewatch this, I'm going to give you 3 certain steps for achieving prosperity, of becoming one with that. You have to build the image in your mind. Write it down, and now start seeing it. Seeing it here on the screen of your mind. You're not going to put any time limit on it. 1, build the image in your mind. 2, turn it over to spirit. Let go and let God. There's a reason why that's a step. In people that are in recovery. Let go and let God. Let go of the tight grip of the ego wanting control, wanting it now, wanting it tomorrow, wanting it next week. If it doesn't come, it's not for me. Let go. You know, there is a psychological law of reciprocity. You know, when you put good out there, very, very rarely will you immediately see that good come back immediately. But when you put bad out there, which is focusing on what you don't want, the poverty mindset that I'm worthless, I'm unlovable, I'm poor, I'm broke. When you're putting bad out there, bang, it comes right away. Why is that? Poverty needs no plans. Doesn't need to rearrange people to come forth and support your vision. It's right there. You're going to get it time and time again. So 1, build the image in your mind. 2, turn it over to spirit. Let go and let God. Trust the process. You are never denied. You will get everything that you ask for. It is why they say ask and it is given. 3, expect it with your heart and your soul. That spirit will reward you for your faith. Faith is believing in the invisible. Many might ask, well, when do you stop? Until the good that you desire is in front of you, until the experience is there. That's when you stop. Expect it with your heart and your soul. That spirit. You will be rewarded each and every time. We just have to look all around us. Everything that surrounds us right now, the results that we're currently enjoying right now is the reflection of our mood, whether we're in a poverty state of mind or prosperity state of mind. But just by changing shifts in your perception, healing your perception, getting organized planning, believing in it. It doesn't matter where you are now. It doesn't matter how long you've been away from the good that you desire, from the good that you're worthy of. When you raise that self-image, when you raise the frequency of thought of who you are and what you're doing, you're behaving different. The results will change all around you. Because nothing is secret. The results that we currently enjoy are a reflection of the mood that we have been in. James Allen, author of the book, excuse me, As a Man Thinketh. This book is over 100 years old. You can read it in one afternoon. It holds so many treasures in it. He wrote, you think in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is but your looking glass. And he's speaking, we can say what we want to everybody. We can pretend, we can say all that we want, but the way that we feel, the way, the vibration that we're in, the frequency is what attracts the results. Nothing is secret. Absolutely nothing is secret. But I want to leave you on this. because this information is very important. This is why I do what I do. It's why I do programs like this. It's why I coach and mentor people one-on-one. Everybody should feel abundance, God's grace and love, enjoy prosperity, finding the best part of themselves. The part of themselves, because they were stretching for these goals, it required 110% of them to come up to the surface. Everyone should feel that. Wallace Wattles, the author of Science of Getting Rich. He wrote, there has never been a lack of supply other than that which we have created for ourselves because of our limited awareness. You know what that means? All that we really need to do is get understanding, raise our awareness, studying every day, taking out the time in the day to think of the good that you desire, to think of love. Start seeing through the eyes and the vision of love. To start putting yourself in the spirit of harmony. When we're studying every day, we're raising our awareness. Everything that's around you right now was once a thought. We could have had these laptops, these computers, these monitors, these lights well before they were invented. It was just, no one had the awareness to do it yet. Someone came forth and says, you know what? Crazy idea. I've never seen it before, but I'm going to do it. You're not the only one that had that idea. Probably hundreds of people that had that same idea. Whether it was the Wright brothers, bicycle mechanics that made a flying bicycle, whether it's Steve Jobs that decided he's going to invent a category and tell people what they're going to need, which was the smartphone. Many other people had these ideas. It's just they decided they were going to use the will, which is another higher mental faculty, that they were going to do it. Make your list. Bypass the resistance. Turn it over to spirit every day. Don't let your emotions get over your intelligence. Expect it with your heart and soul. If any of this resonated with you and you need more help crafting your goals, learning how to build the self-image, how to really know what to ask and believe and how to receive, get in touch with me. Reach out to me. This is why I'm here. I have many programs like these long form podcasts to delve into a subject and bring guests on that are doing the very same thing. I have a segment in the mornings now, a year of eternal love that's going in deep that will also heal the perception of your mind and to remove the blocks to love. And I do private one-on-ones. Isn't it time? Is it time to heal? Is it time to make a stand? Is it time to no longer quit on yourself? Are you the most important person right now? That's the act of self-love. And this is a year of eternal love. I want to thank each and every one of you all around the world for joining me tonight. This is a long podcast, but it needs to be talked about. This is so important. This is a new year. You have many choices and distractions. We're in such a fast moving society and culture now. We have to be the seekers of truth. And you're joining me tonight. You're seeking the truth because we always know what the truth is. The way it makes us feel. We know the truth. So thank you for joining me, whether you're live with me now, watching the replay here, or on YouTube, wherever you are. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I will get to all the questions and comments. I look forward to hearing from you. Wherever you are, anything is possible. With God, all things are possible. Continue to be living out louder. Have a good night, and God bless.